just think that I'm.
That's your weird family way, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here we go again.
What?
It just keeps it keeps
It
fucking.
says
up.
live on YouTube.
Yeah, you want me to check it?
Yeah, go check it. I know it does say live, but then it just said, okay, reconnecting. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh yeah, we're definitely there.
All right, perfect. Well,
That's your weird family way, baby.
wait, let me. I gotta.
You're good.
Okay.
You did it.
We did it. First time ever. I think it's because the funeral home has terrible Wi-Fi.
Are you in the funeral home right now?
Yeah, baby.
No.
I'm in the office though.
Are you in the fridge?
Yeah. No, that's right next door.
Nah.
I know. I just got real dumb.
I'm not hanging out with these fucking dead dicks.
Twang out of nowhere.
Also, sometimes I think, because Tim, you're not from Delco, right?
I'm from Kensington.
Right.
Oh shit.
Ryan.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna get along.
Hopefully.
Ryan's biological dad's from there.
A lot of biological dads from Kensington.
Oh, yeah. Longs, baby. Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes when I do my Delco accent, I'm doing Tim Butterly's version of a Delco accent.
I wonder if a lot of people feel that way just because it was so prolific for such a concentrated amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
If you were doing comedy around here, you couldn't fucking get away from it.
Definitely when you guys filmed that, I was still in New York, and I think I lost it by then.
Yeah, well, I've worked really hard to lose it. If you hear it from me at all, it's either I'm trying to make you chuckle or I fucked up or I hit my head recently.
Yeah, I feel the same way where I'm like, unless I'm interpreting.
My sister lives in Oregon, and I think she keeps hers as like a souvenir. She's got the hardest local accent I can recall off the top of my head, and she hasn't lived here in like 5-6 years.
Far away as she possibly could be.
Yeah, she moved as far as she could, and now she's just in Oregon. Like, all right, first off, hon, I'm not fucking around. This is like, ah, man.
Does she have the hoops?
Nah.
Hoopless?
No. She looks like me with tits.
Oh hell yeah! Beard?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Beard too.
Full beard.
Not
It's just the only difference is boobs.
She's got a set of games.
Wait. Okay. I lost my accent like right away because I was like, when I moved to New York, I was like taking acting classes, and I took this like an intense acting class for like classic monologues, because I thought I was going to be an actress. And I did this Joan of Arc monologue, and like everybody was crying. They like held me back. It was like this intense breakthrough, like week 8. And then afterwards, the teacher was like, and everyone's like, that was beautiful. And he's like, it was really beautiful. And then out of nowhere, you said,
yay.
You said water, and I'm not sure what that is. And I know the line says water. And I was like, what do you mean? And I like couldn't get it. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, no, water. You said water. And I'm like, yeah, water. And he's like, no, it's water. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, well, Joan of Arc didn't have whatever this thing have.
I don't remember Joan of Arc calling anybody a dirtball, but great improv, great line.
I was like, yeah, you cocksucker, untie me, all right?
Yeah, I'm fucking telling my uncle on all yous if you don't fucking stop lighting me on fire right now, dude.
My uncle's a captain in the 23rd.
Yeah, you think this is crazy? I got lit on fire on an Eagles tailgate when I was 4, motherfucker.
My parents got season tickets.
To witch burning? You think this is the first time I ever seen this?
We used to fucking burn witches all the time, dude.
Yeah, that's what we just did on the weekend.
Yeah.
Cuzzo.
A lot of witch burning in Kensington, down under the Ale.
I believe it.
You live in Kensington?
Yeah, I still live where I grew up. My parish was Saint Joan of Arc.
Hell yeah! I was gonna say callback, but it's just a right now.
No, it's just sad, just regular old sad.
Yeah, I live in I'm in Allegheny and Aramingo.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're walking distance. That's on my run.
Yeah, I've been bike riding.
Not a great idea.
I want to talk about this because I don't know anything about this world when Mike comes in, but Ryan also is into all the shit you guys are into.
You like fighting?
Oh, yeah, love it.
Hell yeah.
And I always, I grew up in Philly, so I'm like, yo, that's pussy shit. What are you all fucking wrestling around?
Snugging? You don't like snuggling? Yeah.
And then we were on the road.
Like kickings for... You said something about kicking. You were morally opposed to kicking. You're like,
yeah, I think cooking is like against it. Boxing is about your arms and your body weight. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's also about the least athletic dudes in the neighborhood trying to not look like pussies in front of everybody.
well, I think that's
Move
why I
around
like
a little
it.
bit, and like the dudes that you grew up with that were tough, if you move around for 30 seconds, they're like puking. They're like, dude, fucking stop, dude. Moving around's gay. All right, fight me, dude. Don't fucking move around.
But I mean, I'm also like very proud of you and Mike for getting like thin, but I hate it because I'm not attracted to you two anymore. You used
I'm
to
not
be the
either.
pinnacle.
You
You
guys
used
are
the pinnacle of Philly comedy. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, no,
Take out of those two. Now you guys are like athletic.
I don't prefer this at all. When I look at pictures of me as a juicy boy, I'm like, those were the fucking days. This shit stinks.
salivating, looking at yourself.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. And I don't realize I don't think in any time I ever realized how fucking huge I was. And a
How
big part of it was that I was like 250 at one point. I'm 6'2".
Oh, yeah.
I was 250. I was
Whatever.
lifting all the time though. I was strong as fuck.
Who
But I was
hasn't
also
been
thick.
250?
I was thick, dude.
Deuce and a half.
I loved it. That was my favorite. I love being a fat fucking retard.
Oh, I mean,
Me too. I can't wait to fucking go back to it.
Yeah, I think about it all the time. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't even enjoy this. It would be way cooler if I was a fat piece of shit right now. But
I look at it long. Yeah, I don't know. How big are you now?
I'm 200 now.
200.
I was down to like 185. That was not cool.
Like
I was like, this is gay.
can't maintain.
We got to get a little bit thick again.
Yeah, that's fag weight. 180.
But every day I think about 250. I'm like, damn, dude, that would be sick.
Just looking at. Do you have a picture of yourself in your wallet?
Cookies for breakfast. They're all my sister posts them on my social media constantly. Just like, don't never forget, dude. Memento mori, you were fat as shit.
Motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jealous as
like
shit.
it. I like a big old boy.
You're 200 now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's solid. Good.
Yeah. Do you train at all, or are you just a fan?
I was just talking to my girl because obviously we're not doing fucking stand up. I miss it so much more now that I haven't been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped like right before I started doing comedy like 3 years ago.
Oh man.
But
You
my
should get back to it.
Yeah, I will. My ankles, like I had like reconstructive ankle surgery for kickboxing. Like I had a surgery. I broke it like 7 times. My ankle is just like it's not happening.
Oh man, that sucks.
Okay, so can I just ask? So, like, Tim, you do jujitsu, right?
Jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, baby.
And Ryan, you did kickboxing mostly,
I
right?
did jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, yeah. And I would like teach girl kickboxing.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people mix those two up.
Yeah.
So when it's mixed martial arts, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
No fish hooking, hair pulling, eye poking.
Groin, no groin. And then outside of that, there's not like rule. You don't have to do certain moves.
Yeah, you do. It's basically they have what you can't do, and then it's just get after it. You watched it.
I know, I loved it. That's what I was gonna say.
Watched the fight for the first time, and it was Dominic Reyes and John Jones. So it like was like a confusing watch, you know. And I'm like, he's the best ever. And then they fight, and I'm like, God damn it.
That happens every single time. Every time you're like, you should check it. You've been talking about checking out fights. There's a big one this weekend. Every single time it's a snoozer. Every single time, dude.
Well, no, I actually liked it, I think, because I also like wanted to see what
the deal was.
Or like the game of it of.
Mm-hmm. The meta. Yeah,
like
sure.
Not knowing my knowledge. But like, so we did a show and the only thing that was open that would have it was like Buffalo Wild Wings. And we were in New England, which me and Ryan are anti-New England. We just never had a good show.
Hate it.
It just fucked that town.
New Hampshire. It's fine. The second New Hampshire show.
The first New Hampshire show, someone OD'd at our show.
Hell yeah. Respect.
It was so terrible. I had to end my pussy set. I was bombing for 55 minutes. I got to minute 55 and I was like, I just got 5 minutes of a pussy joke. Let me just end it. And some bitch started acting up and I was like,
what's going on?
Yeah. She was sleeping like this. Which everyone knows that's an OD. Like,
yeah, it's either an OD or a long bus ride.
Yeah.
if you're at a table, that's
we're not on a Greyhound, goddammit.
Exactly. That's the only way to sleep on buses is with your mouth open, pointing towards the sky.
Mouth agape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I liked watching it because I was like, it was the first time because I feel like I've only ever watched it with my dad, who's like old school Philly.
Oh, dude. Dads and early UFC, they were just like, this is gay.
Oh,
like they were watching Mike Tyson the weekend before, ruining people's lives, like punching them and changing the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And then the next weekend, it was like, well, this guy's 5'3" and he's gonna hold you the entire time. And dads, dude, they were just pounding on coffee tables like, this sucks. This is fucking gay.
My dad, Big Drew, my stepdad still has. We have like all the like the VHSs. He still has them, like UFC too.
We used to rent them from Blockbuster.
Yeah, hell yes.
Yes.
Wait, so you were into UFC? That's how long UFC's been around? Am I
remember checking out the first one in like 92 or whatever year.
Yeah, I was real young. Yeah.
And it was terrible. It was very bad.
It was unbelievable.
It wasn't as much of a freak show as you wanted it to be. And it was not very technical at all either.
Yeah.
So wait, why was it bad? Explain to me. What do you mean?
I don't know what they were doing yet.
It would literally be like a 250-pound guy who like was like a bar fighter, and then like some Frenchman who did karate. It just made no sense.
Oh, dude, that I did love how they would take like scrawny, like strip mall karate guys and just feed them to jacked black dudes.
Fuck people.
God, if I was in puberty at that point, I would have become a cuck. I would because of the impact that visual had on me. I'd be a cuck right now.
Dude, I mean, because when I was young, my stepdad was like a fucking he was a professional level kickboxer who was addicted to steroids. So he was like 220 pounds.
He sounds like the man.
Wait, Drew was 220 pounds once?
Yeah, of like he looked like a pocket Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was fucking insane.
Oh, I love Big Drew's like
rules.
the love of my life. His stepdad's like the love of my life. He's like a little meaty
Damn.
Meaty man.
He used to make me like hold like a kickboxing, like a kicking bladder.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would just put me in the basement and just kick the shit out of it and be like, "Stop moving, pussy."
Yeah, right. Now you've got tendonitis in both elbows from holding that thing.
Yeah, like I am 9 right now, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Raging grown adult. Fucking madness.
I always hurt my kids when we're playing. I always play way too rough. We're always having a great time, and then one of them just catches a stray limb to the side of the head, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Don't tell mom."
Rough housing.
I turn into their brother. I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry," and I try to make them laugh. I'm like, "Don't stop screaming, mom's gonna get mad."
How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so does Mike.
One of them was like a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, our youngest will be 3 in like 3 weeks.
Oh damn. How old's the oldest?
12.
That's a good range though.
And I've fucked them all up accidentally, just multiple times.
And it's with the same. You and Mike both have kids for a long range.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say from the same woman.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
It's a
No, I mean, I know you have, right? All 3 of your kids are from the same. Both you and Mike have all your kids are from the same.
One baby mom.
One baby mama.
Current too.
Oh, yeah.
You are married to yours. I wish
Extremely.
Mike was here. Do we have any updates on where he's at? He's picking up his wife right now.
Yeah, he'll be right here. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Not having fun.
I'm not gonna pressure him.
I'm having so much fun. No, I was saying it. I love so your 2 oldest
12 and 9.
Right?
They train. Yeah, they do jujitsu. They do Muay Thai.
Where do you guys
love it? We train at a place in Conshohocken called Hearts. And Heart BJJ, and I am one of the youth instructors, so I teach children.
Yeah, those classes are fun though.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of my great joys, dude. I mean, the first time that I was like invited to help with the kids class, I like welled up with tears. I was like, "Are you sure? I get to instruct the youth."
Yeah.
It's the best.
And then you're just like holding their head and just like be like, "Come on, punch me, Mom."
I have had multiple conversations where I'm like, just so you know, any one of these parents could very easily find a lot of stuff on the internet that you're not going to want them to see.
Oh yeah.
About me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's it.
I work in a funeral home. When I first started working, I was like, should we call me Margaret so that no one can Google me? This is bad.
Yeah, you'd be a good Marge.
Marge is solid.
Marge.
Good Marge, dude.
Large Marge is what I call my like childhood self. And I can't wait to go back to her.
You've transcended.
I can't wait to push, like my biggest was 253. I wear it with pride. I can't wait. I'm hoping that like, this is my like hope in life is that like I start training. I have a couple kids. I've been talking about this a lot this week.
You start training?
I'm going to start training so that I can be like a heavyweight lifter for women. And I want to get to 300 pounds and like be one of those girls who can like lift 700 pounds. That's not a
Fuck
thing.
yeah. That it is. It absolutely is.
Yeah, there's chicks that can do that shit.
My wife fights, by the way. My wife does jujitsu.
Oh, really?
Mary Jo does jujitsu. Yeah.
With you?
She competes. She's better than I was.
Like Noggins and shit.
Yeah, she does. Whatever the one that is around a lot more now. I forget what it's called. It doesn't matter. They're all kind of weird.
And does Sydney Gant also?
Sydney Gant does it. His wife is way better than him.
Oh yeah, she's like fucking. She likes.
I think I've seen a video of her tapping him.
Oh yeah. I showed one on my Twitch stream. He's like, dude, check out this video of me and Ansley training at home, and I just made fun of him the whole time. She's a monster. She's a motherfucker.
Choked him, right? Yeah, I think I saw
the bread cutter.
So can I also I feel like I'm gonna, when Mike comes in, I'm gonna slowly just sit and watch the three of you talk, but just before he comes, so I can be I listened to the most recent, I always listen to your podcast, but I was listening to the most recent. What the fuck is Twitch?
It's just you're streaming on YouTube right now, or you could stream on Twitch, and
you get paid to like do something.
You can get paid depending on how many like followers you get. So I'm like closing in on 400 followers and like 100 subscribe. So if people have Amazon Prime, they tie it to their Twitch account, they subscribe to my channel, I get fucking paid. It's just starting to make money for me. And
you playing video games?
I play video games, but that's like not the point. I'm not good enough at any one video game to actually do what they normally do on Twitch.
It's funny.
But no one that's good at video games is as funny as me on Twitch. So that's like my superpower.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing impressive shit in video games. Don't get me wrong. I'm crushing it.
Oh, here comes Mikey boy.
Hell yeah. But I'm engaged in the chat the whole time, and
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this.
This fucking rules.
You guys.
Rain Train. Rain Train. Do you copy?
All, I hope the video doesn't work, so it's just his photo.
No, the video's gonna work. We're gonna see this fucking handsome bub right now. Get in here. There's my guy.
Renee.
Oh, he's yelling at someone to turn the light on. There it is. The sun just came up.
What up?
Unmute. Check your source.
Are you muted? Unmute, baby. Come on. Also, I think Ryan's frozen too. What's happening right now?
No, he's just very interested in what's going on. He's waiting to see how this goes. He's suspended.
He's just very good.
In suspense.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Rain Train, turn yourself up.
Turn it up, baby.
Can you hear me better now?
There we go.
All right.
Yes. What's up, Mike?
What's up, bub?
How are you, Peg? Hey, Tim.
I miss you.
I miss you guys too. How are you?
For some reason, I think Ryan's Wi-Fi got weird, so he just got logged off, but he'll be back in.
He needs that fuel
We were just chatting. Tim and Ryan, because Ryan also used to do fighting, so they were just catching me up on all that world because I'm not.
Mike, have you met Ryan before?
I did. You know what? It was we met while changing shifts at a Rick job.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes, he told me that.
He was sitting in a chair looking handsome, and Rick Giuliani goes, "Hey, see that guy over there?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "He's the guy now." I was like, "Well, he certainly looks good."
What does he mean by that? He's the guy now.
That he was like the fresh up and comer.
Oh yeah. No, that's because I accidentally became best friends with him, and I just made him a thing.
The rub. You gave him the rub.
Now he's surpassing me. Nobody gives a fuck about Peg.
That's not true.
Peg, did you give him a gold chain with the P on it when you made that move? It's like when a rapper gets signed to like Def Jam or something.
She just soldered a little line to make that one an R.
Oh God, I hope he comes back. But
Me too.
So wait, yeah, because I want you guys to, because also I am going to use this to just be like, I've listened to your podcast, but last night I like wanted to like see where you guys were at in quarantine, so we didn't like talk about the same stuff. But also, I also just want to take this time to just convince you both to come back to stand up. Okay?
Oh, okay, we will.
All right.
You know, because nobody else can do
deal.
stand up. I want you two to just lead the force in the Zoom stand-up world. You're the only people in my life that I think could make it a thing.
Well, I mean, you know, we stream our podcast.
Us.
Yeah, right. We've been trying to be on. We've been on the internet for a little bit now, like pre-quarantine. So the quarantine felt like a natural fit for us.
No, I know you. I know. I think you guys are gonna crush it. Ryan just thought I kicked him off. He's like, "Did you just kick me off?" Yeah, I kicked you off.
Take a fucking hike, Ryan. We've had enough, dude. Later.
Get out of here.
We don't need it.
How was picking up your wife, Mike?
It was good. She works like minutes away, so it was quick. She was very respectful of my time, and yeah, she did everything right.
That's important.
Yeah.
Was she waiting outside and you just had to like put it in? Uh-oh, she's here. None of this is real. It's actually the opposite. Mike, blink if this is the opposite. Yeah, okay. That's great, Bub. I'm glad she was so respectful of your time.
Well, since Ryan's not here, I'll recap what I said. Mike, you know I love you. You know I love Tim, but I'm mad. I don't like this hot Mike and Tim bullshit. Now you guys have like so many followers.
Everyone's fed up, dude.
You're like podcast cool. I like
Disagree.
the old fucking chubby boys that I had little crushes on. And now it's over.
Peg, listen, we're the same fat fucking gay retards we've always been, okay? And that's a promise. That's never going to change.
Personality. I like your fat dad bods, and I want them back.
That's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah. Peg, like a week after we started our podcast, one of the guys that listened described us as life coaches for an army of gay retards. And I feel like that was the most accurate description that anybody could give us.
I love it. Oh, here's Ryan. He's back. Hey.
Yeah, Ryan, how are you, man?
Back.
How you doing?
I was just telling him how I'm mad that they're thin. I say this to Ryan all the time because he's super thin. You saw him. I'm always like,
hey, Ryan's hot, dude.
I'm 220 now.
Ryan looks like nonchalantly hot. This must be how Peg feels about us. Look at this, dude. Look at that smile. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Turn it down. All right. Chill.
Turn it down.
Ryan, you look like what the Unabomber would want to play him in his special.
Can you believe they cast a hot Unabomber? I mean, I still watching it.
Bullshit.
yo, Zac Efron did the first.
Did you watch that? The Zac Efron and when he played Ted Bundy?
No, but I just started watching the Unabomber thing on Netflix.
I didn't get into that one yet.
It's documentary, but I mean, like, it's going back to like the Zac Efron thing. Like, he's way too handsome to hate.
It's fucking unbelievable. He's like one of those dudes you see and you're like, I don't know. A couple glasses of Chardonnay. he might be able to trick me into something. I don't know.
Dude, one time I was walking down the street.
Especially when he does that thing.
I was walking in the rain with an umbrella one time, and there was a handsome guy selling umbrellas. And he said, "Hey, handsome, you need another umbrella?" And I almost bought a second umbrella because I was like, whoa, that guy thinks I'm handsome? So, yeah.
Yeah. When another dude tells you you're handsome, it's like half of a black lady calling you baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Half.
And I gotta be honest, that is the difference between men and women. If a hot girl was like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty," I'm like, well, she fucking hates me.
She's lying to me.
And I'm gonna fucking suck her boyfriend's dick right now.
It's a
Like,
psyop.
this is why you date an ex-fatty asshole with a big ass mouth. Because she's not gonna be a fucking cunt to a random stranger.
I love in every imaginary scenario you have, it comes back to you sucking someone's dick.
Yeah. While also fist fighting.
Yeah.
Hey, in my fantasies, I want to win. Those are the two things I
Boxing
like to
only.
win.
Sucking dick is gay.
No right dick, you fags. Shit.
I did tell someone while I was sucking their dick during quarantine, before it got serious, I was like, yo, don't be a faggot about it. I'm gonna suck your dick. This ain't social distancing. And he was like, I feel like this was too much. And I was like, that was hilarious.
No, yeah. That's a
Really,
coward. He's got a coward's heart.
Into it.
Yeah.
You called him a faggot and he got harder. What happened? He's like, oh, God, all right, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh man, imagine if somebody called you a handsome faggot. I think my head would explode.
Yeah.
Give them $100.
I think Peg is slowly calling us that though. She's easing
I'm
into
good
it.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, remember when we walked past that guy in Center City and he asked? It was just a random guy who asked us for $10, and we said no, and he called us both faggots.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love. Oh my God.
That really
I
went somewhere.
Forgot all about that. Yeah. Remember the time that guy called us faggots? Yep.
Which time?
I never forget.
Today?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, let's talk about this. So much to talk about. You guys went from being like just dads at home. Tim was just,
They're still dads at home right now.
No, I
More
know.
than ever.
They're like on the up and up. They're like they became famous in like 3 months.
Well,
Mike's in LA right now. Where are you?
yeah, right. Don't forget that we're also building on a mountain of almost getting famous. Don't forget that.
I know. No, listen, I'm big fans. I already just said. All right, I'm gonna stop screaming that. I feel like your wives are in the next room. I keep like, no, you were.
They think we're gay too. Don't worry about it.
But no, but now you guys are like fucking. You're like dad meat. You're fucking famous. You got gear. You're in LA. And Mike, every time I saw you, you always would be like, I just want to live in LA.
He says that once per podcast.
That's the move.
I'm getting closer and closer.
At that bar.
Like now I got a green screen. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You remember Aaron Herzog's show? We sat in the corner and you guys both don't drink, right?
Yeah, I gave it up 3 years ago.
Yeah. And we were like sitting in this dive bar and you're like, I love LA. I would move here. And I was like, I think you'd just become an alcoholic. I'm okay with that. I just want to move here.
I just want to be tan.
Yeah, man. You're going to get it, buddy.
You know what? The best part about that, Peg, was that night of that show, I went off into the corner after that conversation to try to book my flight for 2 days later because I wanted to stay so bad and I was so drunk. And I couldn't do it because it was like an extra $300. But then as luck would have it, there was a snowstorm about to hit in Philly and they closed the airport for like 72 hours. So I got to stay another 3 days.
Oh my God, I forgot that.
Yeah, it was incredible.
You were drinking that night. But
yeah,
you
it was
sober at some point because we were sober at the same time at one point.
Yeah, I would go like starting in like 2012. Like I would go like 6 month stretches and then just go on like a world-class bender, make it my while, and then just hit the reset button.
I'm doing the same thing, but mine just is like I did a 2.5 year of sober, and now I'm at a 3.5 year of a bender. Probably gonna have to sober up soon.
You've been well behaved recently, you know. You've been good. This is the least I've drank in I don't even know how long this fucking quarantine. I can't drink in the house. Weirds me out. Like getting hammered in the house. I don't know.
That's my favorite.
Are you able to like? Do you have a yard to go out to?
I mean, I live in Richmond, so it looks like I'm in Afghanistan if I go in my backyard.
The cinder block enclosure that you call a backyard.
The lady next to us has 2 dog houses full of hay for her cats. So that's sweet. It's a solid stretch of houses. It's tough.
Jesus. My next door neighbors are old people who won't stop feeding alley cats, and now I can't open windows because it's just cat piss smell coming into the house.
Wow.
So I'm thinking about calling the cops and telling them that they barricaded themselves in there with like a large munitions cache. Just get them just smoke them out.
Right.
We're done.
Tear gas them.
Yeah. He's a danger to himself and others. His wife too. She's definitely got a knife.
It's like the Waco of Kensington.
My God. My girl lives in New York.
But instead of the house, they accidentally went to the wrong row home. So then just like an entire block got incinerated.
They wouldn't be able to tell us. This house is fucked too. This is man. My girl lives in New York and she came down here to get quarantined. And like right before they like really like shut it down, because we flew home from Jamaica and her work was like, you can't come back for 2 weeks. It was like right when this started happening. And now she's here. And when it first started, I drove her through Kensington to like show, like I drove her up and down Kensington Ave. She's like, this is the craziest shit.
Were you trying to scare her straight?
Yeah, basically.
You keep fucking around, getting into this shit. This is what you're at. This is how it's going to end up. You're going to be sleeping in a tent under an overpass.
There aren't even any tents. They took all that. Did you see them getting everybody off with all the bullhorns the other day?
I mean, that's constant. It's it goes in cycles. It's in waves. Now they just stand in the middle of the street. Like they should put the tents back because people weren't just fucking standing around in the middle of the fucking yellow lines.
Yeah, everybody everywhere is fucking bananas, dude.
Did they just the thing like when you're a kid when your mom's trying to get up for school and they're just like, I'm up, mom.
Falling asleep.
I'm up.
Kinda.
Cop shining a flashlight on him. He's like, come on, bud. It's time to get up.
Dude, did I just freeze again?
No, I don't know. I feel like it's just, yep, you did. And weirdly, it looks like the same face.
Stop making that face. You're freezing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I'm sorry.
You're still working, right?
No, I've been home for like 3 weeks now, and it's been incredible. Well, I have 2 jobs. Like my second job, I still work on the weekends, but like my full-time job, I've been able to stay home, and it's been the best. And also, I want to go back to what you were saying about the Kensington Waco. My Wi-Fi froze up, but I wanted to call it Puerto Waco. All right, so back to being home.
God
for
damn it, Mike.
3 fucking weeks.
Playing too goddamn
when
much.
I release this as a real podcast, I'll edit it so it seems like you did that real fast.
Okay, you want me to pause and then say it again?
Yeah, get a second take. It's a shame about Ryan.
I know, and it's usually my Wi-Fi that's the bad one. Whatever.
No, you get that solid funeral home Wi-Fi. Do you live in the funeral home?
Yeah, I live with my parents now that I moved back.
I mean, does your family live in the funeral home?
Yeah, my whole life.
Whoa.
We've talked about this.
You know what? I ask you so many questions about the funeral home every time we talk that I should just keep a notebook of funeral home questions that you've already answered.
That's
for me.
fine. I don't care. I mean, it's fine. You can ask me weird questions. It's weird that you just like as a friend, you don't remember that this is where I grew up.
No, it's just I can't. I know about your family and the funeral home business, and it's just I can't accept that you lived in the place where the dead people pass through. It's too much. It's too spooky.
No, I mean, I feel like it's normal. It's like why I'm like totally a well-adjusted person.
Sure. Didn't have any effect on you. Definitely not.
No, yeah. So when I moved back, so I lived in LA. That's when I saw Mike in LA. I moved back hoping that this was like, I would like live with my parents for a little bit, maybe wait tables around here and then go back to New York. And then they lost their secretary at the funeral home. And so I was like, well, I'll just, like I've run bars. What's the difference between running a bar and running a funeral home?
Beer.
Hey, when you say lost, do you mean pills or death?
No. Like she like retired.
They accidentally buried her.
Yeah.
Sorry, Deb.
We were all playing hide and seek, and then accidentally we like closed that coffin accidentally. Like, ooh, can't breathe.
Are you able to open most coffins, Peg? Like, do they lock when you shut them?
You lock them. Yes.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So there's sealers, which sealers are like they're like locked more, but all of them quote unquote locked. But the more high end they are, of what I understand, don't quote me, and also no one like my sisters would be like, what the fuck? But like a sealer is like you actually like screw like so it's like it's more
like airtight.
It's airtight, so like nothing goes in. You know, it's like to help keep out anything from coming in. But every casket has some sort of a. It's not like a super lock. It's just like a latch.
Emergency brake.
It's like a latch.
What is that?
Emergency brake. Yeah, it's an emergency.
That'd be the best.
Yeah. It's like an emergency.
It's like they got the same thing they had in the top gun jet.
It's the difference between an emergency brake and like those car arms from the 90s.
The club.
What was that called? The club. Yeah.
The club. The club is like the more
I haven't
intense.
seen one of those in forever. I forgot about the fucking.
Yeah, they made those for caskets to stop Latinos from stealing them.
They were still taking the chrome shit off the sides of them.
Peg, I'm not reading these jokes off your script anymore. I didn't like that one. I told you don't send me a document full of jokes about Latinos, and you did it, and I tried. Okay, it's over. I'm not doing that anymore. Please.
All right, Tim, I got a serious question for Peg. Peg, when you went from working at a funeral home to doing comedy, were you ever worried about embalming on stage?
God.
Yo.
This is what happens, dude. You let Mike start playing, and then all of a sudden, dude, you're redlining it.
Listen, if I don't get 2 more fast, this is a fucking bomb, and I'm fucking booting you from the circle.
Do another Puerto Rican joke.
Playing too goddamn much, Mike. Unbelievable.
I don't think Ryan's gotten enough credit for how quickly he made it downstairs and set up his new rig.
Oh, I was quick. Kick the girlfriend out of here. Yeah, this is my lair. I'm in a basement I can't stand up in. It's pretty sick.
Classic Port Richmond.
Toilet.
Classic Port Richmond.
Yeah. Brutal.
I
talked to Rick. They still didn't move anybody into my fucking apartment.
No.
Yeah.
So Rick lived.
Rick Giuliani. Rick.
Right before you logged on, we were just talking because that's where I met you. It was like a change of guard. Like I was leaving my Rick job and you were going in for yours.
Yeah. Jobs passing in the night, baby.
Mike,
He
you're
called you the up and what did he call him?
The new guy.
The new
or the it guy.
The
He's
it
like,
guy. And
It's
I
like,
like
yeah, he's new. He's like, he's new. He's funny and he's hot.
Bam, bam, bam. And then he asked for a guest spot.
on one guest spot for my show, and now he's just been on every fucking thing.
No, I was talking about Rick. He came and did 5 minutes on that scumbag show we used to do in the Northeast. Brought him out of retirement to do one more. Cut my hair on stage, and he gave him a $5. It's amazing.
Mike, your connection keeps like buffering, and then your
Yeah, he
speech
looks
comes
like a
out
magician.
super fast, like you're reading like a disclaimer for something.
Tim, how do I fix this?
Stronger connection. I don't know. How's your Wi-Fi? How many bars you got on your Wi-Fi?
It looks full.
Yeah, you're probably good.
That's why I moved. Mine kept cutting the fuck out. I don't know what was going on.
Now, Mike, do your kids do jiu-jitsu?
2 of the 3 do.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the same as Tim.
Yeah.
All
My
gi? All gi or no
So-
gi or what?
yeah, the
Oh.
place where we go, like I think they only do kids no gi when it gets hot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we do no gi all summer, and then back in the gi in the fall.
You should teach kids. Yeah. You should teach them gi, slamming kids with their fucking.
We do, dude.
Put
Yeah,
a
you'd be
coat on,
surprised
baby.
how much a fucking winter jacket can feel like a gi.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's a gi?
Like the
Like the-
PJs they wear,
Karate uniform.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Called
Yeah,
a
it's
gi.
called a gi.
Gi, yeah.
or a kimono. No one calls it that.
Right. Peg said you train.
Yeah, I used to. I haven't I stopped training and started doing stand up. I did my stepdad kickboxed like his entire life, and he taught me he used to basically just beat the shit out of me when I was a kid, like hold kickboxing pads, but I was tall. He's like a 5'8", like steroided up. Used to be.
Oh my
steroided
god,
up.
that's terrifying to have like a stepdad that can fight. Like you want to be like, you're not my real. Okay, yes, you are my real dad. You are.
Yeah, you are. He's like,
The best is Ryan didn't know it wasn't his dad till he's in 7th grade. So for a while, he just thought his dad hated him.
I was like, I can also just see clear over top of him. He would just basically beat my ass in the basement, and then we would watch Steven Seagal movies.
Damn, that rules.
Under siege all the time. It's ridiculous.
You just planned my day tomorrow. Just gonna fight the kids in the basement.
It was absolutely fucking insane. You'd get in a lot of like traffic fights, a lot of eye gouging in traffic. He was a psychopath.
That guy rules.
I love him. He's the love of my life. Sorry.
Has he been on the podcast yet?
Oh, no, we put him on.
I mean, we talk about him all the time. Everybody knows how much I want to. And then when we see each other, we always play right before the super quarantine, I went over there for dinner because his mom, Denise, wanted us to have dinner. And then we played Can Jam. And Drew and I we're meant
You guys
to.
are
Sorry.
gonna fuck eventually. Remember, he was like blacked out on wine at I forget what it was, like 4th
It was
of July.
4th of July.
Fucker. I was like, that one wasn't even funny. You're just basically
Damn. I'm
he's
gonna
got
fuck
like a
him.
wine mustache. I was like,
Damn.
this is fucking insanity.
And I'm like, shut up.
I'm gonna suck this dude's bird before Peg gets a
Peggy's
chance to.
smoking a fucking cigarette in the pool. She's like, I'll blow you, Dave. I'll blow you. Fun barbecues.
Very fun.
But yeah. And then he did jujitsu. I did jujitsu forever. I was more Muay Thai than jujitsu, but I did like a few nagas. I did all that.
So
Stopped
fucking cool.
eventually. But I didn't know gi. I don't know why. I never really did gi.
We're gonna keep in touch. We're gonna drag you back in, dude.
I'll come.
I kind of want to learn, though. I don't know if I could do it. I used to box back in the day, but I don't think I could do the whole.
Dude, Mary Jo does it. You'd be fine.
It's fun.
No, who does?
My wife does it. You'd be fine.
Yeah, it's not. It's really
I
not.
don't know. The wrestling, it feels too intimate, you know?
That's the best part.
Peggy's like, I'm getting a
I
boner.
have to be in a blackout if I'm going to hug somebody, you know?
What'd you
Mm.
say?
I got to be in a blackout if I'm going to hug somebody.
Well, I think it would help with whatever trauma you're covering up.
That would be the best if you came to jujitsu drunk. You got a flask in your gi.
Just like, they're like, you got to take your hoops off. I'm like, no.
I don't want to blow up Sid's spot, but me and Sid the kid are on edibles and mushrooms most of the time that we train together. Anytime that me and Sid are sparring, we're munching mushrooms, basically.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Being high kickboxing, that was my shit. Hitting the bag. You hit the bag for like an hour. I would bring a pot of coffee out to my old garage and just smoke bongs and hit the,
Man.
like, what are you doing? I love
God, I didn't even realize
you
how much I
broke
missed
your
until just
ankle.
now.
Huh? What'd you say?
Wait. What
Who,
did
me?
Tim say?
Oh, I said I didn't realize how much I missed it until just this minute.
Oh, dude, yeah, I missed that shit. Yeah, a lot. But my ankle's
All right.
still up.
So, boys, how's your quarantine going? Because you guys are you're living like a totally different life than me and Ryan. Like I'm living with my like 70-year-old parents. Ryan's living with his roommate and his girlfriend. You guys are living with your like full-fledged families.
You guys working from home?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working from home.
That's the best, man.
It's just.
I hate it. I feel the opposite.
Rainey's
like it?
loving it.
Well, I feel like.
Oh, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
That's him. No, I was
No,
going to say, well, like, I have a pretty flexible schedule. They don't really require much from me, so I can kind of do what I want all day. So most of the day, I'm just watching movies that I've been putting off, reading books that I've been putting off. I'm a big going for a walk guy.
Love a walk.
Yeah, man. It's just a real collector of moments.
So what book are you reading books or are you listening to them on tape?
Both. One I'm listening to now is a really good one about the power of mindset and using this thing called neutral thinking, which is kind of like almost the opposite of positive thinking, where like if shit's going bad, it's not thinking like, oh, everything's awesome and you're working your way out of your problem from positive thinking. It's like recognizing how fucked up things are and just trying to make sense of what the next step to make it less fucked up is, till you get to a point where you're past the problem.
Whoa, what is that?
So that's one that it's called It Takes What It Takes by a guy named Trevor Mowad. That one, yeah, that's the audiobook I'm reading, and the one that I'm actually reading is called what the fuck is it called?
Did you say his name was Mowad?
Yeah,
Sounds like an 80s insult.
You a Mowad.
Yeah. I want to skid a
It's
BMX and call someone a Mowad.
Yeah, and the other book is just like some run of the mill like self-help book by this guy that used to be an executive at Disney.
Oh, Bob Iger? Is it?
No, it's a guy. He was the vice president of sales for like most of the run of when the Avengers movies were coming out. So like everything was like pretty much a slam dunk, and like the book just goes about how easy that was, and then him making the transition into starting his own company and how challenging that was, because he realized like how much the Marvel series was a given.
Oh shit! Okay, slam dunk.
Yeah,
that sounds like a tough realization.
Well, I listened to your guys' podcast the other day. I heard the one of what the fuck, Wes?
Yeah.
I'm like, I felt like a loser. I'm down. Like my girl's working from home, my roommate's at work, and I'm like eating eggs and like doing push-ups in the kitchen. And then I pop that podcast, and I'm like, kill yourself, Ryan. What the fuck? That guy was like insanity.
Well, luckily he was cool. If he was like a dickhead, if he was like an
cool.
80s business guy, I would have killed. You would have heard me die on the fucking recording.
That guy,
but he was like,
yeah.
He was like handsome, and he was telling us about a story where he learned how to dance, and I was just like, Jesus, dude, chill. But
Tim, if we ever get, Tim, if we ever get another like awful guest, like that's how we should end it. Just like killing ourselves on the spot and leaving the guests in the room by himself.
he's gonna be on the phone with 911. He's gonna be like,
right.
This 911 call is brought to you by Blue Chew. Go to their website, use promo code. They're not breathing.
Are you guys Blue Chew guys?
Absolutely. Through and through.
How about you?
I had to tell Peggy about Blue Chews.
Well,
she said some guy brought him up, like said something about him. Like, what are you talking about? She never heard of it. I was like, yeah.
Whoa! So you had a shot at a Blue Chew bird, and you didn't even know to pounce on it?
No, he said he didn't. It was on a podcast. It wasn't. No.
I thought that was no.
Who? Church guy?
No, I don't remember what the nickname for him was. He wore like, superhero
Softbird
t-shirts and yeah.
You mean the guy that broke my heart in December?
No, it's just gonna take too long. Like,
there's too many guys.
This is gonna be 45 minutes, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah. No, you guys were gonna bang, and he was like, I don't have a Blue Chew on me.
Peg's just making different mouth shapes into the camera. Was it this guy, or was it this guy?
He had gone through his girth spurt. He was thick.
Wait, the other night it was me and Ryan Chainer, and I was trying to say growth spurt about being like how I like.
She was like, I was 250.
I was 250 in this height, like in like 13, and like just scared people. But I said girth spurt, and then they both started laughing. And I was like, "What are you guys laughing at?" And they're like, "You said girth spurt."
No, you said that, and then you were like, "My mouth betrayed me," and we were like, "Stop!" My mouth betrayal.
Stop! Do not ever say girth spurt for free again. That's something. There's something in there that's going to make you $1 million.
That's your $1 million. That's why you've been itching your palm.
Stop it.
It would just be my like giant mouth on a T-shirt that says girth spurt.
It'd be a great promo code.
They should sell.
If monsters ever become a thing, that's our promo code.
BlueChew.com. Girth spurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, girth spurt should be sold on the counter at like any Indian-run gas station.
That's like the knockoff. That's the Delco version of Blue Chew.
The logo is 2 tigers wearing boxing gloves.
just some wigger holding the package on the front. Girth spurt.
Does this work on stepsons?
Oh man! But wait, what were we talking about before that?
Blue Chews.
Yeah, hard birds.
No, you said you were about to hook up with a dude and he was hammered. He was like, "I don't have a Blue Chew," and you were like, "What?" You didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was, and I also just felt like. But I also still think I'm like 22, I think, because that's when I started like hooking up with people like for real. So like, I'm just like, wait, why couldn't you get it up? Like, I could always do, but don't get up. That's fuck off. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, I just didn't know anybody who like openly talks about it. Also, I just knew Viagra. I didn't know there was a Blue Chew thing.
Oh, yeah. Like little mints.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like children's Tylenol.
Oh, yeah, they're terrible. They're gross.
It's pretty weird.
It sounds delicious. I had some of Ryan's weird testosterone stuff the other night. I might as well just start taking Blue Chew.
That was zinc and magnesium. It's not testosterone.
Yeah, what the fuck?
To sleep, because we were on tour.
You know, I didn't know you were supposed to chew it. You guys actually chew it?
Yeah.
Oh, every time I've done them, I'm just like water.
I grind it up and then I scoop it out like it's Fun Dip.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad dude.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I just against my gums.
Just do a double.
You just snort it.
Yeah. Damn, I would love to try too.
You're doing Blue Chew key bumps.
Yeah.
Just have a bowl of them out of the party.
But yeah, it's the best. It's crazy how much we talk about Blue Chew now.
I feel like there's.
I talk about it as a user.
Yeah, we're also paid to.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Yeah, right. That's sweet.
Wait, but you don't have to use it. You just
absolutely
use
not.
Help.
Oh.
Choose to.
It helps. It helps.
And it makes it more fun for you guys.
It's just bonus bird. That's all it gives you.
It feels like someone else's dick.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It feels like a time bomb. It feels like like an emergency. That's what you're. I got to get rid of this. We got to throw this in the river.
Break
the timer on it. Yeah, it's like when your fat aunt gets a motorized wheelchair. It's like she could conceivably like wheel herself, but it's just easier with it.
She's like kicky footing around with it. You know, she's not.
Oh, right, dude. Right, that makes me so mad when you see people in wheelchairs like healing their way forward. Yeah, it's like if you could do that, just.
Yeah. They got the worn out. Their Skechers are worn off in the heel. You're like, dude, you don't even. You're just hamming this up for the coins, baby. You don't even need this. It's the best. There's a guy on Aramingo who like he'll do the kicky foot, but then fall down and lay in the grass, like up by the you know where the Panda Express is the best.
Yeah.
I've like wondered about calling the cops on him before because I thought he was dead, but nah.
He just
a method actor. He's going for it, dude.
Dude, you watch him for a little bit. Like after a little bit, like homeless mania will start running wild, and he'll just start standing up.
If you play the Rocky theme song for him, he starts crawling up to his chair. Himself back in it. Yeah.
Sylvester, no home.
Mike, I've warned you, dude.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking playing like that.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what does that mean?
Sorry, man.
What?
I don't know. I feel like there was a sidebar of.
No, he said still Sylvester no home.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm not here for that kind of goofing around, dude. I'm not here for jokes. Mike.
This is jujitsu talk.
And Mike knows this. Mike knows I'm not here to listen to fucking people joking around. And he does this to push my buttons. This is every night. Every night with this dude. He'll call me on the phone and he'll start making jokes. And I'm just like, dude, that's not what I'm into. Please stop it.
Tim, I had pizza and soda for dinner, buddy.
You're hyper.
Pizza and soda? What kind of soda?
Ginger ale.
I love
Right. Look at me and think of what soda you think a guy that looks like me would drink.
Code Red, Mountain Dew, 100%, right?
Yes.
Really? I was going to say Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, that's a compliment.
No.
Yeah, wow, man. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in long, but I do like it.
Coke?
Yeah, I do like Coke too. My main, the ones I like the most, I like Mountain Dew a lot. I like Wild Cherry Pepsi. I like ginger ale, and
You
that might be the
were
only
a
ones
child in the 90s.
Dude.
I'm all about.
Yeah, I was definitely one of those fucking dirtball kids that drank soda out of a baby bottle.
Oh, dude, powdered iced tea out of a sippy cup.
Like knees up high, like too big to be in a stroller.
That kid's kicking himself around in that stroller.
100%. I was the original wheelie kid. I was like, my legs were longer than I would just wheel myself with my heels.
They just had to cut leg holes in a casket eventually and just push it around.
That'd be so. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Hey, have you ever had a dead client that was so ugly where before the family got there it was supposed to be an open casket, but you closed the casket?
Opened up the leg portion.
They've been through enough.
They're kissing his shoes because the head's covered up.
They just put on nice ass shoes on it. They're brand new Air Forces.
Actually, it's a serious question. Do a lot
Shiny
of people
Crocs.
place things inside the casket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen placed?
I'm not on a lot of funerals. I'm like in the back. But
Judging.
A dead kid.
Stop talking about my sister like that. I thought this was live.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah. Let's start over. We can start over. We haven't been going that long.
I threw a pack of cools into my aunt's casket. She died. My
That
grandma
rules.
Oh my God.
not happy about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why did she want them?
Oh, I knew she would have thought her kids were laughing their asses off, but he was not happy.
What's the weirdest thing you put in a casket? I feel like the two of you've been to some fucking white trash fucking funerals.
When my grandparents died, my mom made us put notes in there. And it wasn't like
I didn't
I
say
was
that
never
was
like
a faggot thing to put in there.
What's the gayest thing you put in a casket?
no, but that was
I didn't want to
the
know
only
about
thing
your
we put in
fucking
there, like, because of the-
poetry life, fucking Rainy.
Cool dead grandparents, you gay bitch.
We're at a high
I love you, Grandpa, but no homo.
Yeah, the gayest thing I ever put in a casket was my grandfather.
You know, there's so many people that are like, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
super gay grandma.
I don't go to funerals. I'll skip them. I'll find a way.
Yeah,
I
I
don't go
hate
to funerals
Oh.
or weddings.
Yeah.
I don't participate.
I do a
You
lot of
don't go to
backpacking.
weddings either?
No, I absolutely do not go to weddings. If I've gone to a wedding,
Mm-mm.
you better believe I either love you dearly or I was forced to under threat of dry bird.
From the wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Can't be having it. Fuck. I'm trying to think of I haven't been to that many fucking funerals. Not that many. I
Yeah, they
skip.
suck.
I'm a
They're
big
boring.
funeral skipper. Yeah. Huge on the both of my brothers died. My dad didn't even have funerals for them. He was like, I don't want those scumbags at the funeral home. Jeez. Like his
You're
friend.
also your dad didn't know when your 30th birthday was. So it's like this
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Yeah. It's tough. I found out the one brother was dead on my 30th birthday. We we're hanging out and like, hit it, Mike. I thought you had something.
I was gonna say, did they wrap up the urn and have you open it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, Jeff. Yeah, I used to have one of these.
Wait. No, I like barely know my dad. We're out on my 30th birthday.
You meet him at a bar for the first time. He's like, I got a present for you. It's your dead brother.
It's your brother. He looks just like you.
Oh my god.
If
Just
you were
add water.
But no,
I'm really glad that this is the only version of this week that the actual live stuff is working.
like sorry to my
Like
gay
the last
grandma.
2 days have been like, oops, we can't get to work tonight. We actually got to work, and like just throwing out the craziest.
It's going
Puerto
great.
Rican suck. My grandpa's gay.
Welcome to Dad Meet.
We're bringing up the hits.
Promo code Gertspurt. All right, guys.
But see, Ryan and I don't have any followers, so I'm like, oh god, this would be the time people listen to us are like, Jesus Christ, these unfunny people are just also offended.
No, we're putting you on blast. Wait, we're gonna sick the fucking dogs and bubs on you guys.
I can't wait.
They're gonna find out what terrible fucking people you are.
Oh no, I mean, my only thing is like I'm super terrible on our podcast because my thing is I'm like, who's listening? Like Ryan's mom. That's it.
That's the only way to do it. Once you start like breaking it down for the listeners, you've already lost.
Yeah.
You guys have to stay yourselves, especially you.
So yeah, I mean, we open every podcast usually screaming "suck our dick"
Suck our dicks.
because of
Good.
one time on stage I said, "What did I say?" I can never remember.
We were at the creek and somebody like heckled her and she meant to say "suck my dick," but she said "fuck my sucking dick" to the guy. And she didn't realize she said it, and we're on the back dying, and she's like, "Yes," but everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you don't have a sucking dick, dude. You have two dicks. Like it's like sipping whiskey and shooting whiskey.
Yeah, this is a training dick.
Yeah,
You can't suck this
fucking
thing.
dick. You got a sucking dick. So fuck my sucking dick.
Is this a push bird or a pull bird?
Dude, that'd be great if like that's what circumcision was. They actually cut the wheels off your dick. It's like your dad's pushing you into the office.
Oh my god, I love you. You guys are so fun.
My
Okay,
fucking.
so-
Who are you guys?
Are we? When are we gonna get you to? Are you gonna come back when the quarantine is lifted? Can you come back and do stand up?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How long? When did you guys retire? Step down. Hang up your mic.
I don't know. I didn't even notice when I did it, so I don't know how long it was.
I'm pretty sure I did it when our dreams got crushed with Delco Proper.
Yeah.
I gave up on everything.
Yeah.
It was just like when
What was that?
it's like when,
2017.
fucking yeah, it was.
We're coming up on
October
3
of
years.
2017.
So actually, that's probably what happened. I moved back to Philly, and I kept trying to book the two of you, and then eventually, I don't know if it was Rainey or Tim, but one of you were like, "We'll come hang out," but I'm like done
Yeah.
doing stand up. I'm like,
Really?
and I
Well,
literally
yeah.
feel like I wish I knew that the day I moved back because I would have been like, I gotta go to New York.
Aw.
There's no scene.
I don't want this to sound like super I don't even want to like express this thought, but we're just having such a nice conversation. I'll be honest, but the feeling of almost having a television show to the point where you're like, this is just a matter of paperwork.
Yeah.
And then to lose that, I can't tell you what kind of like fall that feels like. It's the worst feeling in the entire world. And it took me, I know I probably speak for both of us. It took a couple of years to even stop the backslide.
And Tim, I think I'll speak for the both of us as well. It's like losing.
We're fucking
two
gay.
brothers.
Oh, okay.
It's like having two dead brothers.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
No, I get it. I mean, I've had that. Like I've had that with stuff where I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'm out.
Well, you're
No,
more
That's an
resilient.
abortion,
than me.
Peg.
Yeah. Yeah, an abortion you wanted to keep. That's exactly how it felt.
It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, no, it's not. No, I would just change scenes and be like, maybe I'll be good here.
Yeah, now I play video games on the internet.
Yeah, but you're crushing it.
True,
What kind of
but
video games we talking?
I play everything. I'm a serious fucking dork. I'm one universe over from being an incel working at a fucking
That's how we
GameStop.
started. When the two of you weren't here, it was just me and Tim, and I was like, "Look at you!" And he's like, "I'm one step away from being an incel." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
it's 100% true.
I'm the only incel with 3 kids.
Yeah, dude. My kids are the only non-incel thing about me.
Your wife is like, "Hey, I'm right here."
Yeah. Yeah, oh, dude, she's a big promo code user.
Are you a video game guy?
Speaking of promo codes, you know what? I'm starting to get into it, right? Like I hadn't played since like early 2000s, but seeing how much fun Tim's having, like he downloaded a game that I liked, and when I went over his house one time, he just put it on for me. And when I played it, it was like, oh, I remember now how much fun I had. So I got a PS4 last week, and I downloaded a couple games I like a lot, and I'm really having a lot of fun. How about you guys?
Mike downloaded a really autistic game called Rocket League just to play with me. I think he won't admit it, but he did it just to spend more time with me, and it's one of the sweetest things an adult man's ever done for me.
Super gay. I like it. Me and Peggy just drink together.
I mean, we have been doing.
Well, we used to do that.
We have to meet online at 8:00 so that we drink together. It really does feel like the weirdest way to be like.
We're actually cutting back on. We should be on tour still right now. Be boozing.
I know we were supposed to be on tour for an entire month. We're both
man,
so much money right now.
Are you going to pick it right up where you left off when things get started up again?
I'm hoping. So I don't run the tours. Like it's like for this brewery. It's for this company. So I'm hoping he likes me and Ryan. So like hopefully he'll let us get on the first tour. But
who knows how long that's gonna fucking take though.
Yeah, and also like I work at the funeral home, and like we can't have other non-family members here. Obviously,
you get jumped in to work there.
So, and he's an electrician, so it's like we might both have to be like, we have to go back to our full-time job for a month.
Oh yeah.
We get to go do.
My work's like shockingly cool with it though, because they're all just dudes that are they're all from like Northeast Philly, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. They were like, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Electricians are shockingly cool, Ryan.
God damn it. I told you guys I was going to walk. I told you I was going to walk if Mike started fucking joking around, and here we are.
Ryan, like you were the last thing like any guy wants to see walk in his house to fix his fucking wire. Just imagine it's just like telling your wife like, yeah, just let the guy in, and she's like, well, he's here now, and she's like FaceTiming so you can see what he's doing, and it looks like fucking Ryan.
Ryan knocks on the door. He's like,
Blue Chew.
Someone's pussy go out. He's got his fucking tool bag.
He's got to reset it.
Yeah. My pussy light went out. Could you relight it? Sure.
It's eight.
A tool belt of lube.
AC pussy.
I have a candy necklace of Blue Chews. Like, yeah, we're good.
He squeezes the Blue Chew pouch like it's Popeye and spinach. Big lump goes to the end of his bird.
When he comes, his dick goes.
Oh, the comes down.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for Blue Chew today.
I got all the old dudes. I got them all on Blue Chew. Been hip to that shit real quick. It's been amazing.
Girth Spurt HVAC. Thanks for calling. Like you could be his secretary.
We've already talked about that. He always jokes that he's riding my coattails, and I'm like, I'm just bringing you so that people see your face, and I can just push you forward. I'm like, I'm taking 20% of everything you get.
Yeah, his face makes a good first impression. I'll tell you.
We were drunk one time, and he's like, I'll never act, and I'm like, I will teach you how to fucking act. I didn't meet your fucking pretty stupid fucking face for no fucking reason, motherfucker. Like so upset.
Yeah, you look like a meal ticket, dude. Yeah. You're a snack ticket.
And for the listen, we'll get back to how handsome Ryan is in a second, but I just want to let the listeners know there's actually a family sitting across from Peg.
What?
There's a grieving family on the other end of your desk.
Peggy's at 1 minute.
She's like, hold on, I'll be right there.
So it's $10,000 and you're gay. I'm going to talk about cum.
We do have a Puerto Rican discount.
You only need 2 pallbearers for that one.
The Puerto Rican discount. They just get a sawed-off casket.
We don't. We have rims for it.
The casket has doors and they're a different color from the rest of the casket. I don't know how much you guys like reggaeton, but listen to this. It just turns up a knob on it.
Airbrushes 2 dead brothers on the front of it. Okay.
The casket does wheelies.
Now, this does include a roadside teddy bear memorial.
I don't condone any of this that you're saying. I don't condone any of this.
I don't either. This isn't what I'm into. I hate this.
This is the worst.
I do clean Catholic humor.
Me too, dude. I tour state fairs, corporate events, quinceañeras.
Okay, I hate to do this, but we do have to go to a fucking another Zoom meeting. What is my life that like I have to leave one Zoom meeting to go to another one?
You couldn't. Wow.
That helium thing.
You guys have fun.
No, helium, like I'm doing on the weekend, I'm doing my like drinking game show at Helium. And so they're like making us do like a practice run.
Ah,
cool.
Could be so fun.
No, but this would have been more fun to do like another 45 minutes of this. But honestly,
We'll do it
listen,
again
we're
anytime.
doing these all the time. Nobody's got anything to do.
We're going nowhere.
We love you.
I'm stuck
glad
in this
that you
chair
guys
almost
got to
24
meet
hours a day.
Ryan.
Me too.
Wow, this was so awesome, man. Love you
This
guys.
was so fun.
Thank you for meeting you guys. Nice meeting you guys.
Dude,
Yeah.
thanks for having us. You guys are so much fun.
So fun. And honestly, we do when stand-up starts back up and the world opens. First and third Thursdays at Manny Brown's, we do stand-up shows that are like a bar show. There's no fucking, it's a perfect way to ease your way back in. You don't have to listen to a bunch of fucking open micers.
Dude, look the fuck out. Watch out is all I'm
I'll
saying.
fucking giggle the fuck out of the both of you.
Hell yeah.
We're coming in guns blazing like a Puerto Rican wake.
I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming.
Love you too. Thank you.
Love
It's so
you
good
too.
just to see your face and hear your voice.
Thank
It's
you,
been
guys.
so long.
No, you guys are the best. You look
Bye.
good, but get
See you
fat
guys.
again. Bye.
Deal.
See you guys.
See you.